Hey there, two-lane westers. I'm bringing you your day 24 recap of my Alaska 2026 epic adventure. I began this morning in Burns Lake, British Columbia, and I ended up in Cache Creek, British Columbia. Last night, my plan was to get all the way to Hope. That would have been over a 550-mile day, pretty ambitious. Um, Kind of adjusted that. I posted a video from this morning where, after I recorded that and published it, I was like, that's pretty far. The weather's supposed to not be so good tomorrow, so I think I'm going to find some place to stay a little bit closer, but try to accomplish the same goal, which was to get within striking distance of the US border, which I am. So, miles on the day today, 423 overall, total miles 8482. The number one story of the day today, excuse me, is weather. Started off in the morning, I left at about 7:30, still had quite a bit of miles to put on, so I wanted to get an early start. And had the rain gear on, steady drizzle, probably until noon. Um, a little bit slower going, couldn't really see a whole lot. Took highway, and then I stopped somewhere around 12:30, 1 o'clock, maybe 12:30, and it seemed like the sky was opening up a little bit, so I took my rain gear off, and then I still got wet two or three times because it would be like just sort of like chasing the edge of this storm system. I did post a picture of the radar. There's a lot of green, and I had to ride through almost all of it. Temperature uh, ranged from low 50s and rain, not best weather. And at one point it was 70s when it wasn't raining, the sun was out, and we were low in elevation. Basically, two roads today. Highway 16, finished that. The yellow, Yellowhead Highway. Took that to Prince George. It's a pretty big town. All the box stores and all that. And then got on Highway 97, which followed a river. It's a great road. I wish the weather would have been a little better for scenery. Great ranches, just a twisty, ripping, nice turny roads, 70 miles an hour. Good road, just I had to take it easy because of the weather and the wet road. Um, I would say that the last 20 miles into Cache Creek, it was cold, and I guess I wasn't aware that we were up in elevation, but it was a 20-mile descent down into Cache Creek, and that was fun. It was a pretty steep descent. There was only one point where we actually went back uphill for a real short time and then right back down, and it was down, twist and turn, and that was fun. A nice end to a otherwise not the best riding day. Um, Animals. One black bear, as I was leaving Burns Lake. There could have been others. With it raining, I wasn't really looking for animals too much. Um, Views or touristy things, I really only did one stop. It's at the Chasm Provincial Park. I posted some pictures and a short video. Just a weird thing out in the middle of kind of nowhere. I saw the sign and I thought, what the heck, I need a break. I'll go see what that's all about. And it turned out to be actually pretty cool. Didn't really make any other stops. It was pretty much just stopping to rest and go to the bathroom and get something to drink or eat, and kept riding. Ripping right through my list here. Lodging. I'm staying at the Riverside Motel. It's kind of nice because I'm sitting right outside the room right now, and I'm looking at the back of the beast. The bike's right there. That's the nice thing about motels is you can park right outside your door. Easy loading and unloading. I think that's it for today. Not the best day. sometimes that happens on a long trip like this where you get a day that the weather doesn't cooperate and you got to get from point A to point B. The silver lining in all that is tomorrow is going to be a heck of a day. Weather looks really good. I mentioned this last night. I thought I was going to go through there at the end of the day today, but I decided it'd be better to not try to push that far. Don't ride through an epic part of the trip when you're tired. Save it for the morning. So there's 2 things tomorrow. Well, 3 things. First one's called Fraser Canyon. Everybody, the locals, the internet is telling me that this is a really awesome ride. The road's been closed due to wildfires. They're gone, so I don't have to worry about them. And the locals told me the road's open, even though Google says it's closed. So I'm going to go with what the locals are saying and ride it anyway. It follows the Fraser, it's called Fraser Canyon, and it follows the Fraser River. This is a big river. I've been crossing it here and there along the way today. And it goes through some choke points called Hell's Gate. If I can work it out, that'll be a scenic stop that I make. So hopefully the timing of everything works out. Once I get down to Hope, I'm gonna get off the Highway 1, and then I got to get to the border, get through the border. Hopefully I get that all done by noon, 1 o'clock, and then head south a little bit in Washington, and then work my way east through the North Cascades National Park. I've heard that is really awesome. It's a park that is one of the least visited national parks in the United States, and the road through it, Highway 20, is supposed to be spectacular. I will end up tomorrow night east of the national park, and I got like 3 things: the Fraser Canyon, the border crossing, and then the national park tomorrow. That will probably be the end of the adventure. I'll call it that, because after that it's about 1,800 miles to get home, and I don't think I'm going to stop and be a tourist. I'm just going to sort of take 5 days to get home and try to get home. So just pretty much go right down the freeway and knock it out. I've seen a lot of that territory already, so I don't need to be a tourist and stretch it out any longer. So that's kind of the plan. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's kind of the last day of the epic part of the adventure. Hopefully it pans out. Like I said, the weather's supposed to be good, maybe a little bit of sprinkles, but I'm not even going to put my rain gear on. Sky looks good right now. So that's the day 24 update, kind of a quick one. Over and out. Talk to you guys tomorrow.